the Lizard King. So, standard, of course, is in an interesting place. The Izza deck is currently quite powerful. Decks are trying to adapt. And this deck just won the challenge on Magic Online. Looks like just basic mono red. But count them, 4 Mange Bane Lizard in the main deck. And if you're going to mean it, this is a great way to mean it, honestly. And to be fair, in a format where the top decks are Izzet Prowess, Omniscience, excuse me, and control decks trying to beat up on Prowess, Lizard looks kind of nice. 1/4 for 2. Every player plays a non-creature spell. They take damage equal to the number of non-creature spells they've cast this turn. So Omniscience cannot win if this card's in play. And obviously the Izzet deck is built around casting multiple spells in a turn. Otherwise, just red. So we're going to see how it spins out here. And we're going to do our thing. So let's see how it goes. Brought to you by
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, chat. Coming out with me. Let's do it. Let's metagame. Let's win some matches. Get to Mythic here. We are Diamond 1. It's first time that follow button, of course. My name is Jim. Pro Magic player, commentator, and full-time content creator. Your support makes what I do possible. All right, we got Izzet immediately. Mr. Stuff coming at us. Heartfire Hero. Let's do this. Obviously, we had a 2-drop here, which kind of stinks, but here's just number 2. They would have killed a hero here. We are in big trouble. All right, so I mean, close to the stones as possible on the play here for Izzet. 2 threats and a way to kill my threat. Triple 1-drop draw, and we draw a. All right, I'll say we're dead, but we are not in good shape. Sleight of hand. Witch Doctor Frenzy will be on at least. That's cool. All right, here they come. Play Monstrous Rage. Burst Lightning, sure.
Get off my plane.
Rage will not save it here, thankfully, so not the worst exchange for us. Oh my god, we're playing best of 1.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Huh. Well, I didn't mean to queue up best of 1, but welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's Jimmy D. The 1 in best of 1. All right, so we'll play one best of 1 game, I guess. That's really, really annoying for our rank progress, I guess, but sure. So they got 2 cards left. We have a Nemesis, Rage, and Mage Bane Lizard. Best of 1 is just like the red battle simulator? Yeah, kind of. All right, so they only have 2 cards left. I guess we're going to Nemesis, but are we going to attack? I guess we're going to attack, right? Sure. This is a little weird. Priority pause. We could have Rage or whatever. Or my sunglasses? I don't know. I don't see them around. Land 4 for them. No stock up, please. What's up, Blue Frost Man? Mage Bane goes to 5 toughness off a Rage. Alright, take 1. That's pretty nice, only taking 1 there. What is their hand? We draw a Manifold Mouse. I mean, with double Rage in our hand, we're just gonna... Now, actually, I almost want to, like, not attack. It's just Mouse and double Rage next turn. We'll attack, though. Let's attack. Like, what could be in their hand? Into the Floodmaw. Lands. Maybe another Burst Lightning. Those are most of the only cards that make sense. Alright, she's gonna Offspring and Sigga. Could have a Rage they weren't willing to use yet. Obviously, we have Dub Rage next turn, so like we're in pretty good shape if they don't do anything here. They really bricked off, like, that's not good. Alright, so they play Opt. They bottom. This deck is obviously very good at chaining things together. All right, no blocks. All right. What do you got, French? If they have, like, Rage plus Burst Lightning, we're dead. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, guess I'm no longer the one in best of one. What are you going to do? So, I guess that's a loss. I guess we're like... Didn't mean to fire up the old best of one there, but sure. The Prowess deck is one of the more like play draw dependent decks in recent memory. Honestly, it is like so good on the play. The mirror's like 70-30 play draw dependent. It's like pretty egregious. Thundering Falls. All right, let's go. Lizard. Yeah, best of one is certainly has its own unique set of problems. Draycatcher, come on down. All right, well, we're gonna start by attacking, and we're gonna fire up our lizard, our little lizard buddy. We don't really have a great block on the Hatcher, which is too bad of a block, I think. Because they all they did was a single Burst Lightning to kill it, so they were going to let the Hatcher through, which kind of blows, but no block. Alright. Yeah. Alright, take some damage. Our lizard's going off here. They're also going off, though. Again, another die roll lost, unfortunately. You really, really feel it against Izzet. Like, flip the script here if we're on the play, it's like completely different. But so they have 2 Drakes in the waiting in the wings. We gotta kill this bad boy. They have a Spell Pierce, we're in trouble. We're kind of just like in trouble, period, honestly. I think we're just gonna go. Hopefully they make 2 Drakes, attack with both. Alright. So we can double spell with the Frenzy and the Burst Lightning, try to finish this guy off. So obviously could go wrong for us. We're already at 14 too. Yep. A little sketchy, right? All right. I'm just gonna block with Magebane Lizard and see if we can get them to cast a spell here. We have Frenzy and Burst Lightning to mop this up. They're going to opt, sure. They take some damage. They could have pre-combated opt. I guess they didn't. The cutter wouldn't really get through anyway, so that's fine. All right, so I guess I should have responded, right? I mean, I have the Burst Lightning anyway, but yeah, I should have responded. That was stupid. Spell Pierce to punish me? No. All right, so we're at 7. They're at 12. We draw Tursa. We're going to Tursa discarding... Oh, it's 1 land. Let's not be greedy here. We draw Monstrous Rage, just kind of guess. We have a Tursa attack. I just have a Leroy here, honestly. You're attacking everything. And then, like, if they block with the Monk, we'll Rage. Otherwise, we will Higher Claw. We're going to go for it. If they have Burst Lightning, so be it. Take the one from the Lizard. deal a pretty good chunk. They go down to 5 life points. 6 to 5. We are, I guess, dead to 2 spells, but oh my god, man. All right. All right, that sucked. We're gonna bring in what? We're gonna bring in. Yeah, Burst Lightning is fine. Frenzy's fine. I could see an argument for Obliterating Bolt over Frenzy. Just more consistently kills Draycatcher. Lizard's not one-sided. Barrage hits Hatcher, but like not a lot else, which I don't really like. Lizard does a lot of damage, but our draw wasn't. I mean, the thing is, like, they just hit for 6 with a Hatcher on turn 3. You know, like, that's a hard game to win either way. Excuse me. This is fine. All right, on the play. I wonder if, like, just actual Lizards is playable. We're gonna keep this. Deck's, like, aggressive enough. It makes the Lizard better. Hatcher's cool, yeah. I've always liked that card. Gotta say, this is pretty awesome art. That's really cool. All right, good start. Good start.
Get off my plane.
All right. So we get a Lizard. Next one's Lizard, right? A Lizard! The Lizard people. Hatcher's back. All right, well, see, like, this game on the play is just like night and day, right? Just like, sure. And then, am I interested in monsters raging this Lizard and getting it to 5 toughness? Is 5 different than 4? Not really. I have Manifold Mouse in hand too, so I don't think so. We draw land, we'll Offspring. We don't draw land, we'll play Nemesis. Here's a talent. Alright. Untap. No land. Fire on the Nemesis. We could... I think we should leave back our Lizard here, because if they have a Rage of their own or a Burst Light, they can just block and kill this. So, just fire on the safe attack. Protect the Lizard. And they're blocking. Just going to go for the whatever taking of a chin plan. For decks that don't gain life, this plan's not that bad. If the trigger doesn't really matter that much. Torch the tower. Take 1. They sack their token. They scry bottom. We nug for 3. It's ultimately not a bad exchange. Falls reveals a land. They play a Steel Cutter. Take 1. Play a spell. Take 2. And draw land. Okay. So Manifold Mouse Offspring or Nemesis attack with Rage, and they might block with the Cutter. They're 11. I think now we're happy to just pop off the Rage here. So, yeah. So, if it didn't block, we were going to Rage. So, we take 1 from our own Lizard, but deal a bunch of damage. Now they're just at 6 with the Lizard in play. Feeling pretty good. It's a big booty Lizard.
Good lord. Gigantism.
Talent back a Torch the Tower. I mean, they're dead. Okay. Looks like exact damage to me. But if you want to keep playing this game, folks, we can do that. Alright. All right, game 3. And again, fortunately, we're on the draw for game 3. So how can we mitigate being on the draw? I think that Barrage looks better on the draw because killing a Hatcher with a Barrage on a draw is like really big game. I also don't love Tursa. I think Tursa's kind of slow here. Bring 2 Barrages. Maybe the strikes are bad too. Actually, that strikes. I mean, the burn is appealing because of the lizard plan. Like burning them out is a pretty real thing, I think. By the time Tursa's online, it's kind of like whatever. 22 lands. Yeah, it's fun. I like this. All right, got a break serve on the draw here. I don't think this hand does that very well. This might be a tough mulligan, folks. Like, if they have even a remotely good draw, our hand does effectively nothing. We have no interaction, 4 lands. We do have 1, 2, 3, but like none of the cards work together either. I'm gonna mulligan this. We're gonna keep. And I'm gonna keep just the Barrage. We obviously can't cast it yet, so I don't want to keep 2 spells, and Barrage answers Hatcher, so. Alright, well they missed on their 1-drop. They're probably going to kill whatever you play here. Just put Iron Claw. Alright. Yeah, definitely, you know, that mulligan, it would be super easy to just snap keep that hand without thinking. But really important to think about what is the game going to look like. And how am I going to win? How am I going to lose? Kind of stuff. Shit. Alright, red source.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
I'll have to tell you, folks. I don't know what to tell you.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do. Flip out, man.
So just like game 1, that was the entire game. If we had killed the Hatcher, I think we're in great shape. I mean, good shape this game, not great shape. And now we just can never win. They just have to have 2 Drakes. We're way too far behind. We just can't actually win. So, all right, yeah. I mean, play draw is certainly important in these matches, and that was a pretty unfortunate lack of red mana. But what are you gonna do? All right, on the plug. All right, sure. The mana in this deck is actually less greedy than it usually is. Usually the deck has 15 mountains and 4 villages. And I think that's totally fine too. Village is insane in this deck. It's just unlucky. You know, like... Alright, well we get to play against Izzet again. So... With the mana up... We just play Manifold Mouse. Like, they probably have a removal spell here. They could have Opt, I guess, but... This is our nut draw. Let them kill one of these. Get our lizard online next turn. Wait, it worked?
Now this is pod racing.
Wow. Opt away, my friend. Cool. Not bad. They scry bottom. Drake Hatcher. So again, we can kill the Hatcher, easy game. So we're going to target a mouse we control. We're going to give a double strike. We're going to attack. Hopefully they block. Awesome. Get out of here.
Get off my plane.
And this game's looking great. A lot of pressure on that turn 2 Drake Hatcher, you know. You can kill it, the game feels easy. If you can't kill it, you just lose him a spot. So that's more like it. All right. Same sideboarding. We're on the draws. Terse is gone. I want these bolts and I want these barrages. And I want to cut the frenzies, right? Is that what we cut last time? Yeah. All right. On the draw, got a break serve. Today was Sour Watermelon. And I'm super, super, super sad they discontinued Sour Watermelon. I'm going to cherish the tub that I have left. It's still pretty full, so. All right, we're going to mulligan this. Opponent's also on 6, and our hand is pretty good. No Drake Hatcher answer, but can't mulligan this. I think we ship the Sanctuary here. How much do you sideboard differently between play and draw? A decent amount. Decent amount. That's a thing that not enough players consider. I want to claw or burst lightning this this otter. They're down a card on the play. A little light on resources. I don't think I want to race here. I'm just gonna kill this while we're tapped out. So you go. I think with Challenger and Rockface Village with the Lizard, I think we are, and being on the draw, of course, I think we are going to take a little more of a defensive stance here.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, guess who's back?
Yep.
All right, well, we lose. Can't answer the Hatcher, so pretty binary. Hatcher's really good against these red-based damage decks. Really not as good against like decks playing Doomblade, Cut Down, stuff like that. But Lockdown, I guess, too. But it is quite good in these red mirrors. I mean, like, we... Hired Claw, Monstrous Rage, Hired Claw defensively seems heinous. It's so hard to race. I mean, I think we just like can't block it. I mean, they have to have Monstrous Rage too, I guess, and they've had it every time so far. Without the rage isn't that bad. I guess double Shivan Reef Lizard's kind of cool. Scry bottom. This one is the best Oculus like Jeskai, or does Azorius still have merit? Definitely Jeskai. Azorius is far too reliant on the graveyard. Yeah, we can't block here. Wow, only 2. That's phenomenal for us. Okay. Tell me more. And then we see a post-combat talent. So they 100% have Burst Lightning. Otherwise that play makes no sense, so that's kind of shitty. They have a Drake on tap, too. Alright, let's play Challenger. Here's we're going to attack. And we're going to Rage now, because if we don't, they're going to Burst Lightning it, and then we can just get our shot in, so... The damage is pretty important, given that they have 2 Shivan Reefs and I have a Lizard in play, so... Take 6. They're at 7. So between the 2 Shivan Reefs and the Magebane Lizard... Not too shabby. No! Stupid Spirebluff, get out. Into the Flood Maw is $7. Yep, stock up's like $13. Folks aren't opening as much standard product, you know, like there isn't as much like in-store drafting and stuff. The stores aren't opening as much. Tomorrow's RC is in Hartford. Hartford, Connecticut. We are again not going to block. So they have a Drake now, but... What's up, Matt? Yeah, they have Torch. They have Rage, sure. So they got a 4. 3. And they could have done that in combat to get a Prowess trigger. What are you doing over there, friend? What are we doing?
That's it.
All right.
I'm going to clown cottage.
Challenger can attack. I'm just going to play Lizard and play Higher Claw, just so you go. Magic is very expensive, and it's only getting more expensive, which honestly fucking sucks. Like, no attacks. Oh, the Lizard can attack for a Claw trigger. That's pretty funny, but we would lose our Lizard, so. They actually can't cast a spell, basically. All right. Finally got the Magebane Lizards to do their thing, right? Oh, man. See, if I edited my videos, I would put that match first. But for all you folks who made it all the way through, thank you for being rewarded. All right, so sort of a 1-2. That best of 1 game doesn't really count, honestly. And we saw in that last game that Magebane Lizard is quite good against Izzet, obviously. You got to be able to answer their stuff. It does make you want to be a little more removal heavy, honestly. So, like, I feel like maybe the deck should almost be a little bit differently built. because of that. I also wonder if just like actual lizards is like a thing. Like if Mage Man Lizard is that good in the main deck, and there's a deck that can utilize it even better, that's kind of cool. So that's a way to maybe a thing we'll think about. Honestly, pretty cool stuff. But yeah, there you go. So you do folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace. Best video.